Hello, and this is going to be Solidworks CSWA practice problem 4.20. And if you want to follow along with the video, then make sure to follow the link in the description, which will take you to the official Solidworks practice problem database. And this will also be in the Solidworks CSWA practice problems playlist. So let's get started. First of all, make sure you have the right units, MMGS right here. And then we'll start a sketch in the, normally we start in the front plane, but we'll start in the right plane. Because here we want to start with the what looks kind of like a vertical tombstone extrusion. So first we're going to start with a rectangle. Draw like this. And this extrusion also looks like, I don't know, something out of like, you know, that thing from Super Mario Bros. That thing that shoots out the rockets. It kind of looks like that. That's the thing that it looks most similar to. So I'll make the center point of the bottom edge coincident with the midpoint. And then we're going to add a circle. And we're going to make the circle tangent with the respective edges. And then the center will be coincident with the top edge midpoint. And now we have our tombstone shape. And we'll trim all the excess. And we'll have the width dimension of 28, which will also affect the diameter of this circle part. And then the total height, the total height extrusion from bottom edge to center point will be 125, like this. So here's our base extrusion. And we'll add a construction line, horizontal construction line. And set the distance between bottom edge and the construction line to be 80. Which will leave the dimension from this construction line to the center point being 45. So now and we'll also add a line to differentiate the two contours. And the reason why we're doing this is because these two sections of this single tombstone are actually going to be extruded different lengths. And we'll do that right now. So feature boss extrude. We will do a mid-plane extrude. And we'll extrude the shaft first by 48. Select contours and this part. Select OK. And we'll do another boss extrude in the same sketch. This time we'll mid-plane extrude a little more. We'll extrude by 58 instead. And that'll be the upper half, this part. Should look like this. Select OK. And now we're going to flip it on this side. So we're going to start a new sketch in the front plane. And we will draw our let's make a circle. Let's constrain its center point to be vertically coincident with the origin. Let's add a distance between origin and center point to be 80. And let's say the diameter of this circle is 83. And of course there's also a hole cut here, but we're going to make that cut later. Because we're making an extrusion inside of an extrusion, we need to make the cuts after all the extrusions are finished. So from here we would say feature extrude, and this circle will be extruded by, let's see, oh, 55 by the midplane. 55 by the midplane. Select OK. And now let's make the base platform. Start another sketch. And you can sketch either way. I guess I'll sketch it on the right plane. Right plane. I guess we'll do something similar. We'll make the midpoint of the top edge coincident with the origin. And then we'll make the width 125 and its height 22. And we will extrude that, midplane extrude it by 75. Oh, 75 here. Okay. Select OK. So now you have your base geometry. Now is time for the cuts. So let's start with the tombstone hole here. So say, start another sketch. I guess we'll start on this face, why not? I'll create a center line at the midpoint of this cylindrical extrusion. So this will be the rotational axis of this cylindrical extrusion. So now we know where to locate the center point. We will add a circle here. The center point of that circle will be vertically coincident or vertically constrained with the origin, and its distance from rotational axis will be 45, and its diameter will be 13. Give an extrude cut, just say through all, click OK. So there's your first hole. Now we'll go into this cut, start a sketch on this face. And just to make it easier to know where the center is, I'm going to, let's see, I believe it's this one. I'm going to show this sketch, show, and now we have access to the center point here. So I will add a circle. And there's also a slit right here, which needs to be symmetric on either side. So let's add a center line, vertical center line. Then let's just add a line going down, vertical line going down. Let's mirror that about the center line. Select OK. And the distance between the two lines will be 5. And the diameter of this circle will be 55. I'll trim this section off. And there's your kind of ball and string cut. Give an extrude cut through all. Select OK. And finally we have, well, not finally, the next cut is going to be our slot cut. Which we'll cut like so. I'll add a center line over here, just so we only need to make one slot. Make a slot like this. Let's make the center point of the slot vertically coincident with the vertically constrained with the origin. Distance between center points will be 17. Distance between edges will be 11. And then we're going to use mirror. And then finally, the distance between the respective axes of the slots will be 85. And now we will do an extrude cut through all. Select OK. We can go back and hide sketch 2. Hide. There we go. And now we can add our fillets. They're all going to be 5mm fillets, R5. And let's see, we're going to fillet we're going to fillet there, here, same on opposite side, here, this edge, like this, like this. Oh, actually, these should not be filleted. Let me cancel that. It's just the outer perimeter, like this. That should be it. Yes, there we go. Okay. And then the mass, or the volume of the part, will be 43,000. What is that? 430,052 cubic millimeters. Hope you learned something from this video, and I'll see you in the next one.